Hey everyone, before we jump into things today, do me a quick favor and hit those like and subscribe buttons to support the channel. All right, get ready because in this explainer, we're going to reveal exactly why your expensive internal security defenses might actually be a complete illusion against today's biggest, yet somehow most ignored threat. We are zeroing in on why third-party risk is an absolute massive security blind spot and why continuous vendor risk management is totally non-negotiable at this point. Okay, let's quickly run through our agenda so we can start locking down those hidden backdoors. First up, we've got the new security blind spot, then the expanding attack surface, followed by why static defenses fail, and finally, a strategic growth opportunity. All right, diving right into section 1, the new security blind spot. So think about where you're probably spending most of your security budget right now. It's usually a heavy internal focus, right? You've got your firewalls, your advanced endpoint protection, your rigorous employee training, and hey, those are absolutely crucial. You definitely need to keep those strategies in place. But here's the catch. If you're only focusing internally, you are missing a massive piece of the puzzle. Your external reality, meaning your vendors, your SaaS platforms, your subcontractors, they introduce profound additional risks. It's like buying a state-of-the-art lock for your front door, but leaving the back window wide open. In fact, third-party risk ranks among the most dangerous and least managed threats in cybersecurity today. You could literally face a catastrophic breach that originates entirely from a trusted vendor. Because of this, third-party connections have rapidly become the absolute weakest link in otherwise rock-solid security programs. Let's move on to Section 2, expanding the attack surface. Every single tool, service, or partner that you integrate into your company's workflow is actively expanding your exposure to new threats. And we are talking about everyday tools that you simply can't do business without. Your payroll platform, third-party IT support, your cloud storage integrations. Every single one of these serves as a brand new potential entry point for a malicious attacker. You see, it's no longer just your own servers you have to worry about. It's the servers of literally every single company you do business with. And that creates a pretty terrifying chain reaction. Think of it like this. Step 1, a trusted vendor experiences a breach. Maybe they just didn't have the same rigorous firewalls that you do. Step 2, the attacker doesn't just stop at that vendor. They piggyback on that trusted, pre-approved digital connection right into your company. And then step 3, the attacker gains direct access to your internal systems. This creates a cyber risk exposure that completely bypasses your well-built internal defenses. Honestly, it doesn't matter how thick your fortress walls are if you've already handed the keys over to a delivery driver whose pockets just got picked. Seeing how easily those expensive internal defenses can be sidestepped naturally brings up a pretty chilling question for any IT department. Who else has access? Because without crystal clear visibility into exactly who has access to your systems and how that access is actively being managed, you simply cannot know where your vulnerabilities are. And we absolutely have to talk about shadow IT here, because it makes this entire situation significantly worse. Shadow IT happens when, well-meaning employees decide to sign up for unauthorized tools, maybe a cool new productivity app or an AI writer, without ever running it past standard IT approval. Even though IT has no idea these tools exist, they are still out there interacting with sensitive company data. These unvetted tools invisibly widen your attack surface, creating these massive blind spots that attackers are just waiting to exploit. Okay, moving to Section 3, why static defenses fail. Let's be real. Treating third-party risk as just a paperwork formality is a complete recipe for disaster. We've all seen the drill. A new vendor comes on board, they sign a contract promising they're secure, they fill out some 50-page onboarding questionnaire, and then everyone just files it away and forgets about it. But those are just static point-in-time checks. All they do is tell you how secure a vendor was on the exact day they signed that piece of paper. They do absolutely nothing to account for changing security postures or new vulnerabilities that get discovered the very next day or rapidly evolving threats. Relying on paperwork leaves you flying completely blind. So to actually eliminate these supply chain security gaps, we have to totally change our approach. Effective risk management demands continuous third-party monitoring. Without it, there's just no reliable way to detect changes in a vendor's security posture before it's too late. It also needs ongoing oversight, very clear ownership, meaning somebody actually has to own this responsibility. And it must be integrated directly into your daily security operations. Bottom line, you have to monitor your vendors with the exact same continuous vigilance that you apply to your own internal networks. And finally, Section 4, a strategic growth opportunity. Far too many businesses wrongly treat third-party risk management as an annoying compliance hurdle,
But I love this quote from the security software maker Tsunami in their guide, Securing the Modern Perimeter. They hit the nail on the head, saying, third-party risk management is a frontline security challenge. Organizations that take this seriously avoid breaches and strengthen trust. That is exactly the mindset shift we need. By treating this cyber risk exposure as a real frontline priority rather than just a paperwork formality, you aren't just avoiding breaches. You are actively building trust with your customers, your partners, and your stakeholders.
And this highlights a massive opportunity, specifically for managed service providers and MSSPs. By shifting this conversation from compliance to a strategic priority, it actually becomes a huge growth opportunity. Tsunami's guide frames it perfectly. MSPs can build structured third-party risk management capabilities directly into their product offerings. This gives clients exactly what they urgently need, but almost never have: proactive risk reduction and clear answers about their vendor vulnerabilities. If you can solve this massive pain point for your clients, it directly drives business growth. Because let's face the facts here, interconnected risks are only going to grow. Third-party risk isn't some passing fad that's just going to magically disappear. Our businesses are more intertwined than ever before, and we're only going to keep adopting more external tools, more SaaS platforms, and more external partnerships. All of that requires serious, ongoing management. So I want to leave you with one final provocative question to think about, especially given the reality of the invisible perimeter we've just unpacked in this explainer. Will you step up and manage your interconnected risks today? Or are you going to ignore the blind spot and make the headlines for a massive data breach tomorrow? Taking it seriously right now and getting that continuous monitoring in place is exactly how you protect your organization for the future. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this crucial topic today. Take a hard look at your vendors and stay secure out there.